We may be down a butcher tonight, but maybe we're going to see another butcher. Who knows?
What is up, Defects? Monday Night Live. I love this show. This is so much fun. Every week I say it, but it's never going to get old because I love doing this. I love hanging out with you guys. As you can see, we got I said I wasn't going to say special guest, but we got it's like he's like a honorary defectee.
Like the stand-in over here.
The stand-in. I mean, but that sounds like we're downplaying it. You know what I mean? I feel like I don't want to downplay it because you're important. You're an important member of this whole thing, you know?
Yeah, no, it's I always love coming on this show. It's like it's great not like running anything and just being able to hang out and BS with you guys and just, we're Matt, we talk on the phone a few times a week and we're always, so like to be able to do it with everybody this is literally how our phone calls go. So like now everybody gets to be a part of it.
I know. Sometimes I feel like we waste the good stuff on the phone calls.
We always do. Absolutely.
And plus, you don't have to worry about, an angry mob coming after you being on this show. You know what I mean?
Nope.
You can say whatever you want here.
Anything.
This is judgment-free zone.
I like that.
It's like Planet Fitness over here. What up, Guy Forge?
Hey, how are you?
Doing great.
I like your background.
It's Monday. Hey, listen. We may get some kind of butcher tonight, so who knows? We're gonna see how the timing goes with that. It's 9:07 right now. You guys in the chat keep track of if something goes on. We're supposed to get that trailer, so hopefully we get something cool and we all get to watch it together.
So Roni, the lights are purposely done in a certain way. Okay, so stop knocking my lights. Okay. Like Guy said. I put it in the title of the video. We're hoping for a live trailer reaction. Seems like we're gonna get it before 10 o'clock. There's the butcher. So somebody said no hate without butcher, and there he shows up.
He's like Candyman. You say his name, he shows up.
That is 100%. You only gotta say it once though.
Yeah.
All right.
So maybe the game started at 9. Oh, 1:12 left in the quarter. Is it coming in intermission or is it in between the first and second?
It's in the loop. We're waiting for the trailer first. It's in the loop.
Somebody's saying halftime. Somebody's saying in between quarters. Do us a favor. I have something up on. Jay doesn't even know. He's been out of the loop. I haven't talked to him in like 2 days.
Now we can really
full trailer for Thor Love and Thunder is
Jay,
coming
we're not getting the teaser, Jay. We're getting the full thing.
So now, listen, if it's the same shit, then Jay's 100% right to say whatever he wants.
Absolutely.
So guys, if you see the trailer drop, throw it in all caps in the chat. We will stop what we're doing. We'll watch it, and then we'll just break it down. Jay says, fuck Thor. I mean, he's 8 minutes in, not even in here. He's already cursing. I love it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to kind of wing it tonight. Not really wing it, but we have not a lot of topics, just more in-depth discussions tonight. It's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of stuff that we want you guys to get involved with. So we're going to spend a little bit more time on each news topic because there wasn't like a ton of it, but it was some major stuff that we want to touch on, right? And I think a lot of opinions. Yeah.
You have a purebred optimist here. So
True.
Don't worry.
I feel, and Guy's usually pretty optimistic.
Oh, yeah, Guy is. Right?
What do you got there, Guy?
We got Deep Dive coming in. He said, how was the Kardashian wedding? I'm confused by this. I don't know.
I'm not sure what that is either.
I think you need to go in a little deeper dive because I don't know what you're talking about.
$5 super chat. Thank you, Deep Dive Comics. We're gonna throw some super chats. We're gonna throw some super chats videos up in a bit. We'll get a few more. We got a few more rolling. Anything? Let's do the sponsors real quick before we forget again.
I'll be right back while you do that.
Yeah, do your thing. Guy Forge, take us away.
Yeah, Express Comic Book Pressing Service, ladies and gentlemen. 10% off. That Defects code, Defects10. Erod is, as Jay and everybody else in the community calls him, your presser's presser. You can find him obviously on Instagram at Erod212. The email, expresscbp@yahoo.com. He submits to CGC and CBCS. He will blaze yo books. So Uncle Erod, give him a call.
I just wanted to show real quick. Just wanted to rep
Awesome shirt.
Express CBP. Okay.
How are you
Next
feeling, Jay? You see Jay? Sorry, were you done? I'm sorry.
No, we got one more.
Oh, this is actually a great one, guys. Pay close attention to this because you're going to want to hear from me after this. So go. This is a great discount code. Please remember this one.
There you go, Gary. Mutant Beaver Comics, Canada's #1 shop for all these exclusives. They ship worldwide. MutantBeaverComics.com. Do not search MutantBeaver.com. Something else will come up. Gary tried it once. He will never try it again.
Never again.
Discount code Defects10 gets you that 10% off. Everybody loves a little beaver in their life. What do you got, Gary?
So you're going to want to remember that code because in a few weeks, I'll be doing a whatnot auction of mystery boxes, right? Each box is going to come with 2 slabs and 5 variants. Well, those variants are from Mutant Beaver. So if you're watching the auction and you see something you like, use the code. Go to mutantbeavercomics.com, use that code, and pick up some variants that you see that you may like. And they actually have slabs too. I've got some slabs from them. So some, not to plug too hard, but the mystery box auction will, some people will be going home with 3 slabs from a box instead of 2. So Mutant Beaver Comics and a phenomenal people. Outstanding, great, nice guy. Like,
tell Pat the B-Man the Defect sent you.
There you go.
But you know what, Gary? Speaking of whatnot auctions, when you do those crazy things, I'm baffled every time I watch you do that.
Oh yeah. Well, can I talk about this week's?
Why not?
Thursday is the Prestige night.
Ooh.
Thursday,
that's big, guys. Big.
I've got some huge books going up for auction starting at $1, but I'm giving away a big book. I don't know if anyone I don't know if I posted anything about this yet, but I'm giving this away.
Holy crap.
Giving it away.
Shit.
just somebody's going to take this home for nothing.
Wow.
Am I allowed to enter this?
Yeah, of course you can. Oh. I can't do it. It's all random. So that's Thursday night, 8:00 Eastern. As soon as I give this away, we're going to roll into some big books auctioning off at $1. I got a Hulk. I see you have one right there, a Hulk 180. I have a 180. Hulk 180 in an 8.5. We're going to start that at $1. It's actually
wow.
I have an Avengers 4 in a 3.5. We're going to start that at $1. Like, we've got some big books going. I'm only going for 1 hour. So
Prestige
that's Thursday night at 8:00.
That's what Prestige Night's all about, right? It's big books being auctioned. So everyone always says, "Oh, where's the big slabs?" You don't throw them up for auction. That's that night. Everyone across. How many is there? I know there's other people going
there's
beside
one
you,
other
Carrie.
person after me. They're going to keep it very, very limited. And I don't remember who's after me, but obviously I'll be saying whoever it is. It's actually a store up in Mass.
Okay.
But I'll be plugging them during the show. So, like after my hour's up, you can roll right over to them. And I imagine they've got the same kind of thing going on. But I have a first Silver Age cap going in a 3-point. It's right here, actually.
Yeah, show them off.
We're gonna start this at $1. That's a good
them out when you know. I mean, are they allowed to come in and go Prestige worldwide?
That's a 9.8. That's gonna start at $1.
I can't believe this. I might have to bid. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, 2 more books. That's all I'm gonna show you, and then we'll get in. I'm sorry. We're gonna start that at $1.
First Craven. Why not?
First Craven, no big deal. And we're going to start
Gary, we didn't have a show tonight. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
Yeah, just show off monsters. Now you're good.
These are all going to go at $1.
First Green Goblin. I mean, these are literal auctions, not buy it now. Auctions at $1. Poof. Sheesh. People are trying to bid now.
But remember, we are giving away the first Falcon in an 8.0. That is going away for free. Somebody's going to take that home. So that's it.
All right. I feel you.
Jay has something to say.
Jay always has something to say. Oh, I love it. That's why you got to keep him around. You know what I mean?
You got it.
I see why he is very Gary. Somebody else said.
Well, there you go.
It all depends.
Want to get into it? All right, trailer watch. Has the trailer dropped? No, I just clicked on the thing. It's not there yet. Okay. Use as view only. Let me bring up my screen. But before we do that,
How
no,
is
we have
Jay? Is he sore? How you doing, Jay?
he says he's shot, but he's okay.
Okay.
But let's get into a little bit of news, shall we? All right. So, no trailer yet. That's what they're saying to me. No trailer yet. Roadhawk 84. Your giveaway went out. I apologize that it took so long. It has been a crazy few weeks. It went out today, so it should be to you within 2 to 3 days. And speaking of giveaways, we actually have another one tonight. Guy, do you think we should give away that discount code that we won?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It just happened because the chat's been so good lately, and there's already 122 people in here.
You know what I'm going to say? Here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I'm going to say.
Don't tell them the discount code, then everybody's going to use it.
I'm not going to tell anybody. This is what I'm going to say, and everybody listen closely because there's almost 130 people in here.
Yeah.
If we get 150 likes, we will give you a discount code to Bird City Comics that you will drop your pants for. Okay? You'll be
Should we
very
just tell them
happy.
what it is?
No.
You don't want to tell them?
150 likes.
All right, 150 likes, and then you figure. Trust me, this is a discount code you're going to want.
You're going to want it.
One person,
code.
one time.
One person.
We won it. It was for us, but we're giving it away.
Yep.
It's for anything in their store, and it's a nice percentage.
Gary, because you know what? Like I would want to buy something for myself, but you know what? The defects deserve it, right? You know what I'm saying?
Defects deserve it.
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir.
If someone gives me $20, I will give it to them. It is more than 15%. I will confirm that. It is more than 15%.
I think mine's 15%. So
it is a good amount more than 15%. All right. Let's get into this before we start losing people to basketball or something. By the way, let's go Rangers. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. So we'll start off nice and light, but there's some stuff to talk about here. Let's get into it. So, Variety reports that Matt Corman and Chris Ord have been tapped to write and executive produce the Marvel Cinematic Universe series, Daredevil. We all knew this was coming. It was only a matter of time, but now we have official confirmation. Also, with that information was that he'll be appearing in the Echo series along with Kingpin, although Kingpin's not officially confirmed. This seems to be like one of those things where it's kind of like that's going to happen, but it's not official. There's one more thing that I want to say, but before we get into that, thoughts on the series. What are we thinking? I mean, this was kind of a no-brainer, but happy that it's here. Yes, no, indifferent.
I'm very excited.
Okay.
Very excited. I hope they get it. I hope they get it right. I hope we don't get a little too crazy with how they're going to do it. I hope they keep that rating, and I hope Netflix has a little bit of influence on how they're writing this. So
I'm excited because we are not going to get an origin story, right? We can't get an origin story. We need a straight up Daredevil story. Matt, got to pat you on the back. You called it a while ago that Daredevil would show up in the Echo series. It made too much sense. And the same with Kingpin. So. Yeah. I'm excited about this. I thought the best season of Daredevil was the third one. So to not have anything after that was like, So I'm looking forward to it. 6 episodes, right? Is that what somebody's saying, or are we guessing?
I think it's a guess. I don't think that's been confirmed yet. I see what Jay's doing there. He's saying that you won't get Daredevil because it's going to be from his point of view. That's how they're going to mess it up.
No, I think they'll do it right. I think he already has such a good following, and I think they're well aware of what works with the character. What we saw on Netflix worked, right?
Right.
Why change anything? Introduce some new characters. I want Bullseye to come back. I loved him, but we'll see. I just don't need him fighting Kingpin. You know,
honestly, this is their first big test, right? Because right now they're they're only going up against themselves right now, right? There's no competition. And other people, you can compare the Disney Plus shows to the Daredevil. Like, so far to me, there's been no comparison. Like, Daredevil's the best Marvel show, period. Right? I think.
Oh, period.
On Netflix.
Oh,
for
on
everything
Netflix,
that's been out so far.
I don't even think that's debatable.
Right, but I think even with everything that's been out so far, I still think it's my favorite. And I think a lot of people would agree with that. I mean, maybe you guys don't, but I mean, if it's not your favorite, it's number 2. You know what I mean?
It's really hard to compare Daredevil on Netflix to Wanda or Hawkeye.
100%. Yeah. 100%. However, Disney and the MCU now have to follow that act. And it's going to put them under the biggest spotlight that they've been under yet, because it's like Netflix did this before you with a very small budget, compared, not for Netflix, but compared to what Disney Plus shows have been doing. They did this and they did it very, very well. It was very well received. And now you have to follow that up, which brings me to my next point is, this isn't confirmed, but the rumors circulating this whole announcement was that this is going to be a continuation, not an exact continuation, but all the events that, in other words, the way they explain it is that all the events that happened will still be canon, but they're just going to start something new. So it's not like they're going to pick up exactly where they left off, but all those events that happened in the first 3 series will still be relevant moving forward.
Good. It should be, because you already put in all that work and they were good stories. They should be relevant, right?
I don't think they had a choice here because of how well it was received. I feel like with any other Netflix show, you can reboot. And I don't think, I mean, of course, there was fans. I mean, I'm sure in the chat, there was somebody that liked one of those other shows better. There's no doubt, but overwhelmingly, Daredevil was the highest, most highly received show. And I don't think they could get away with just doing it over. It had 3 seasons, which, did any of the other ones have 3 seasons?
No.
Guy, no. Did Jessica Jones have 3 seasons?
Jessica Jones?
No, I thought Jessica Jones had 2.
Somebody in the chat tell us. I think
Deep Dive Comics is right. Peacemaker has been the best show. Next to, well, Titans, I can't speak about because I never finished it. But Peacemaker was unbelievably good.
Peacemaker.
Jessica Jones was good, guys.
I love Jessica Jones. I think it was very good. I still like Daredevil better than Peacemaker. I like them for different reasons. You know what I mean? Peacemaker was just like, that didn't even have to be a comic book character. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been good no matter what it was.
Yeah.
Because the way it was done perfectly. All right, Jay saying 2 seasons for Jessica Jones. Okay.
Daredevil
now Emerald Knight is saying 3. Yeah, okay. So I think it was 3. Yeah, it was 3. Defenders had 1 season, right? That was stupid. I mean, that was
probably The Boys, in my opinion, is still great, but Peacemaker is just. I think Peacemaker caught everyone so off guard that it's become everyone's favorite. Where The Boys, I don't know. I kind of anticipated The Boys to be what it was, like a gritty, dark, like the book, right? They did a great job. That's not a knock on The Boys either.
I don't think, at the same point, I don't think anyone knew what to expect from Peacemaker, Gar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We went into it. I think we went into it thinking like this is going to be terrible. I think the majority of people went into it like that, and you were there and you're like, wait a minute, this is good. This works.
But I think that's also, and we've talked about this several times on this channel. I think even on Gary's. It's almost like the Guardians effect. Not many people cared about the comics. Correct. So you don't have as many people running back saying, hey, it's not comic accurate. That's not how they were in the comics. So there's a higher percentage of hardcore fans, which I'll refer to us and all this chat and the community as the hardcore fans, are not disappointed by it not being comic accurate. Don't get me wrong. Was there Guardian fans that were not happy because it was not I'm sure there was a small minority. Same thing goes with Peacemaker. But that's a very, very small number, right? Because it was not a well-known character or a well-known group. So it's that same effect. Guy, you want to take care of this from Big E's Comics?
Shout out to Big E's Comics. Home of the New York Warriors coming in there with a $5 super chat. Also heard they auctioned off the Daredevil suit. so he will have a new suit. Well, you know what?
We got to get the yellow suit.
Listen, I would love to get the yellow suit. That would be crazy.
Yep.
Even if they just honestly, if they just use it once and like he gets something happens to it or something like that, just put it in there.
Well, I think this is a little nod to Disney. They've been doing a really good job with classic suits. Even some are comical. You know, we've seen some that were like, you know, we've seen Wanda. We saw Thor's in the trailer. We saw Vision, right? But why not give Daredevil his original suit for an episode or two before he straightens himself out? I think it's great. And you know what's cool is maybe somebody makes him the suit and they just don't tell him that it's yellow because he can't see it anyway.
Wow. I see what you did. Although maybe he doesn't.
Look at this.
Wow, 2 in a row.
Oh my God, I see,
Two in a row.
what's going on.
Yeah.
2 in a row.
This is the level of jokes you're going to get without Jay here tonight. Comic accurate or not comic accurate, good story is a good story. You know what, Dave? That should be the case. However, I think that theory was debunked by Moon Knight. Now, some people did still like it because
and you
it
know
was
what?
a pretty good story. But
You know what, Dave?
a lot of people
throwing-
went. I don't know. Go ahead, guy.
You came in with that bullshit right now. Meanwhile, 2 seconds ago, you just said Jessica Jones was 3 seasons that we want to forget about. Good story. That was a fucking good show, bro.
Yeah, it was well written, I think. I mean,
Come on.
I think that was a well written show. Yeah, I mean, I think that's, and we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to a point tonight where we're gonna talk about the snowball effect that's been happening, and it's not because of us, but I think it's just because of the community as a whole. So we're gonna get there. I don't want to go too far. However, we talked a little bit about Jessica Jones, so this was fitting. On the same day we got this announcement that Daredevil was returning officially as a show, Kristen Ritter, who, by the way, can get it any day of the week, she posted this picture of her and Michael Coulter. Is it a little foreshadowing? Is it maybe just a little hopefulness? You know.
Well, there were rumors a while ago that Luke Cage was going to show up in Black Panther. Now, I don't know if that was rumor, speculation, or what, but there were talks. I haven't heard anyone talk about the only character of any of that Netflix stuff that people were disappointed was Iron Fist, and not Iron Fist the character, but the actor playing Iron Fist. Right? Everyone loved these two, and I think across the board, no.
Okay, Jessica.
Somebody will clip it and then take it somewhere else. Yeah.
But these two have to come back as well, in my opinion.
I can't. Right.
Here's
100%.
a question. Here's a question. What did she cross out on the front of her shirt over there?
I don't know.
Show your tits.
No, look, it's like whited out. You don't see it?
Oh yeah. I don't know what that is.
It looks like a Johnny Cash t-shirt, right? Maybe.
Yeah, a little retro hat. I like it. I don't know what Coulter is wearing with that leopard print.
I don't know.
What's going on there? Yeah,
Never seen a leopard with that color.
Anyway, I want to see these two back. Like, don't give me a different Luke Cage. Don't give me a different Jessica Jones. Like, either don't have them or bring these two back. 100%. Right? I mean,
no, they're coming back. They have to.
Yeah. Dave Cerrone says that's not whiteout.
What is it? Paint?
Well, I mean, Gary, I know, usually it's
Gary.
PG. Usually it's a PG show with you, but
Hey, I run a family channel.
There's some white stuff on her chest. That's all we have to say.
Speaking of horsecock.
Empire Comics in the house, Black Crown Comics in the house.
Chad Cave went hard on
CLG. Oh yeah. Same Day Da Vinci. Scott Kern, yes. Scott, big shout out. Saw you at the swap. Very cool. Thank you for the gifts. I think we thanked you last week, but Guy didn't get his gifts until a couple days ago. So
yeah. So thank you. Appreciate it, my man. I wasn't able to meet up, but Murph is here or no?
I think I saw Murph. Yeah,
I saw him in the beginning. Yeah.
If Murph is in the chat, Murph, thank you. I gave him I texted him, but shout out to him for sending a nice AOK my way. Shout out to Uncle Frank for always thinking of me. These guys
Uncle Frank.
These guys go to a show and like they come back with stuff for me. So thank you, boys.
We go to the show. Me and Jay go to this fucking show, and people give us more shit for Guy, and he's not even there.
Well, people know.
What are you trying to say? They like you better than they like me and Jay? I mean, Jay's
people
obvious.
know.
Right? I mean,
people know. It's all right. You don't have to say it.
All right, let's keep it moving. You know we have to talk about this. I'm curious to see what the vibe is in the chat. I have a feeling it's going to be split down the middle. I'm curious to talk to you two guys. I talked to one of you about it a little bit. But we got the trailer, the official trailer for She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, the Disney Plus show. Now, before everyone in the chat starts saying, Butcher, you probably killed it. Butcher, you probably killed it. Jay's exact words to me were, this looks like it could be the best Disney Plus show yet. That's what he said after watching the trailer. And you want to know why he said that? He said that, and I hope he comes on next week to further explain if I missed something or if he's in the chat. He said because it looks, already from what he could see, it looks comic accurate. If you take out Savage She-Hulk, if you take the rest of her series, this is what it was about. It was about a little bit of funny. You had little mini issues that one, I don't want to say one didn't have to do with the other, but they could be standalone episodes. They're short. They're usually quick reads. They're going to be quick episodes. There's humor, breaking the fourth wall, all that shit. That's what it looks like you're going to get here. Okay? Forget about everyone is trashing the CGI. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about the CGI. Because if you gave me really good CGI and the fucking show sucked, that's going to be worse than the opposite. Am I alone here on the panel, boys?
I don't care about the CGI. I want a good story. To me, the worst part of the trailer, was the fact that Ruffalo's Hulk is still Professor Hulk. I hate him with
I don't need that.
Fiery passion. You ruined the Hulk, just like you ruined Thor in Endgame. Now we're getting Thor back. Let's get our Hulk back. If you're going to tell me that we're never going to see that Hulk from Avengers 1 again, that is like a gut punch. That's my focus on this trailer. I don't care how the CGI looks. Give me a good story. Give me back my Hulk, man. Like what you like. Very frustrating.
I can't fucking take Professor Hulk anymore. Fucking,
I'm done.
Shoot him off to the fucking moon and make him, world breaker. Please do something with him. Just get rid of him then if you're gonna keep this character. It's the worst character.
So stupid. Just give me. I can have Ruffalo as Ruffalo and Hulk as Hulk. Like separate them again, please. It's terrible. And I'm not even a Hulk guy. That's the thing. I'm not a huge Hulk fan. But like, I miss him. Does anyone else miss the Hulk? Because
the original.
That's what I mean. Like, we haven't seen him in how long now? Since Ragnarok. And
the chat has now been taken over by Hulk talk and not She-Hulk talk.
You know what? It's with the She-Hulk
you're right.
thing. We know it's going to be a little campy. Is that fair to say? It's going to be a little campy.
I think
we're not
you're
going to get
in
Savage She-Hulk. We're going to get sensational She-Hulk. Fine. Right. There's plenty of time to fix the CGI if all these people are so upset. But come on. I want to see the whole and Matt, we talked about this. How great would it be if, and this is definitely not happening, but how great would it be if like Professor Hulk is just not strong enough to save She-Hulk in a moment or two, and he snaps out of it and like the Hulk comes back. Yeah. And they just like in a moment to help her for one reason or another, like something where
I'm all for that.
They fix him right then and there. Let's fix Hulk in the She-Hulk. Maybe even the end credit, an end credit scene at the very end of the show, something happens. But it looks like the chat is 1,000% in agreement with all of us Guy, I don't know where you stand, but I'm done with Professor Hulk. I'm done. I'm done. He's stupid. He was stupid when he came out. He was just dumb. What they did quickly, and I'm done here, is they nerfed two of the strongest characters in the MCU in Thor and Hulk. They nerfed them for Endgame.
Yep.
And let's get him back now. All right. We did what we had to do. Let's get him back. We're getting back Thor. Let's get back Hulk. That's it. Look at the chat go.
Chat's going. What do you got, Guy?
I don't know.
She-Hulk. She-Hulk. Start with She-Hulk trailer.
Well, I do have a question. What did Professor Hulk ever do to you guys?
Too much, man.
It's not that bad of a character. Come on. Is it
Terrible.
really that bad?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we got enough Professor Hulk. That was fine. We got the one.
I think maybe we got too much of him. Maybe we got too much of him, but he served his purpose, I think.
That's right.
Well, that's what we're saying. Now keep
He's
it going.
done.
Keep moving. Bring him back. You know. What'd you
Well,
think about this? What'd you think about the trailer?
I thought the trailer was cool. The CGI was a little wompy. I do have to say, I have to point it out because we did all watch the same thing. It was like I was watching Shrek on the screen. So it was a little weird. And the only reason why it was a little weird, let's be honest, because you have Professor Hulk looking one way and she looks a totally different way. So
right.
Why would she look different? Why would it not be the same if that's the CGI they're using? Why do we have so much invested in the way Hulk looks and not the way she looks? So are they going to make it different? Is it supposed to be different? Are they purposely doing it different? Are they just not paying attention? Are they going to fix it? Who knows? But you can't change the fact that it does look a little weird.
Maybe all the She-Hulk we're going to get in the series we just got in the trailer, like the last Disney Plus show.
Oh God, don't say it.
And she's just not She-Hulk.
Am I excited about the story? Am I excited about the story and what I think is going to happen? Yes, I think it's going to be a fun show. I think they're going to do a great job with it. I think the banter between the Hulks is going to be funny. Do I think that it's going to be cool and we're going to get some cameos in there? Like maybe her walking out of a courtroom and all of a sudden you see like a character that like she's representing and you're like, oh my God. But then they like close the door because she walked out and you don't see them anymore. Yeah, I think that's going to be funny. I think that's their chance to do something like this.
Well, do you guys remember the rumors from a few years back that it was actually going to be her that represents Spider-Man?
Yes.
And then they switched it to Daredevil when the Netflix contract and all that ran out. Yep. Which was the better move, in my opinion.
I think so. I think we're on the same page. Stop hating Professor Hulk. He's better than the Kate's Rocket Hulk. That I can't deny that. So listen, I'm not going to tell you how to feel about the CGI in the chat. Like the chat was splitting on She-Hulk. A lot of people were just like, I hated it. Listen, I can't see much of what you could have hated if you read She-Hulk the comic. And maybe you didn't. It doesn't matter. You could have your opinion. But as far as the CGI goes, we reported maybe like a month ago that this project was delayed because of the CGI. So clearly, I think they put the trailer out just they're like, you know what? We need to put something out. Things have been a little rocky for us lately. We have zero momentum, which is something Gary and I actually spoke about today. The momentum for Endgame is over. COVID happened. They lost all their juice. All the juice they had from Endgame just got dried up because 2 years went by almost. Okay. So, they needed to keep the train rolling. And I think they put out a product that the CGI wasn't fine tuned yet. So if you're really, really concerned about the CGI, I do believe it'll be better. Yeah, still shit a chicken. Exactly. With Skywalker.
Yeah, but that entrance, though,
100%.
was crazy. They could have had a stick figure Luke and everyone still would have been excited.
That
entrance was epic.
Yeah.
I think the show is going to be good. It's not going to like knock your socks off, but I think it's going to be very entertaining. I think it's going to be exactly what you would expect if you're a She-Hulk reader. I think this is going to be when you get what you expect or more than you expect, it's always a good thing. And when you get less, it definitely throws off your compass, right? Like we had such high expectations for Moon Knight. You
It's
know what I mean?
exactly
And
what Conlon Comics is saying right there, Matt. You just answered. I was going to call him out. He said, no
where's
juice,
that?
Doctor Strange is breaking records. Yeah, Doctor Strange is breaking records in the movie theater, but how many opportunities did they miss to just slaughter and just really
But did
crush it
it?
for the comic fan?
They broke a record. They had the second biggest
broke
drop off
Batman's
from the
record.
first week to the second week.
Yeah.
So yes, you're right. They did break a record. And I love Doctor Strange too. I'm not
I
knocking
liked
on
it.
it. But
Yeah.
guess what? The MCU does not have the juice that they had 2 years ago. I don't think you could really argue with that. I don't think there's much of an argument there. You could try to make one and maybe you'll change my mind, but you can't tell me they have the same juice right now, today, May 23rd, 2022, that they did when they dropped Endgame.
There's no way.
And you can
No.
blame COVID. I'm giving you that opportunity to blame COVID all you want. But facts are facts. They don't got that juice right now.
Now,
It's
with
just
that
not
being
there.
said, can I follow you up, Matt?
Yeah.
With that being said, though, we have 4 consecutive returning characters on the big screen. 5 counting
Right.
Doctor Strange. Thor, Black Panther, Ant-Man, Captain Marvel. Actually 6. 5, 6, because then we have Guardians at the end of next year. Yes,
Right.
we have these Disney Plus shows, which are going to introduce us to new characters, which is fine. But think about it. We just had Doctor Strange. We're getting Thor. We're getting Black Panther. We're getting Ant-Man. We're getting Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, the Marvels, and then we're getting Guardians. So the next 2 years on the big screen, there's no new characters. Yeah, they'll throw some new characters
There we
in,
go.
but we're getting returning characters. So maybe this is the momentum they're hoping for. Maybe this is. Oh, first look at Gore is out. Did this
Oh,
happen?
is it? Let me see. I don't see it on YouTube yet.
All right, we'll see. So think about
yeah,
that.
keep
So
going.
everybody who's been so upset so far with this phase, they've been building a foundation of new characters. Now we're going to start getting some returning characters. So let's see.
Oh, somebody sent me a picture of another look at Gore. All right, we'll wait for the trailer. Maybe there's something shown on the trailer, but if not, I'll show the picture. Kid Collector just sent me something.
Hope of
Thank you for
Chili
that.
Town is 100% correct too. You can't. It's hard for that, but there was still post Endgame. There was a ton of momentum. Like, ooh,
Right.
what are they going to do next? And it rolled
Right.
into Spider-Man. So like, right? It rolled into the second Spider-Man.
The second, No Way Home.
Yeah.
No, Far From
No.
Home. Excuse me.
Far from home. So like there was still a lot of momentum, and they followed up Endgame with maybe the best movie they could have in a best character they could have, which is Spider-Man,
Right.
which is always a huge draw. Everyone was going to see that. Look at the last one, right? So I don't know.
Listen, what I meant by that is they wanted to keep that momentum rolling into the next phase, right? Like, of course, you're not going to have. It's not going to be Endgame, and I'm not. And that wasn't the point I was trying to make. The point I was trying to make is they lost the momentum that they had because of COVID, and what they've put out so far in Phase 4, while I think it's been good, has not allowed them to start that momentum rolling again. In my opinion, I think there's been, like Gary said, too many missed opportunities, too much. I think. This is the point I was going to make here, because I'm going to show some pictures next. It feels like, and I know the comic book community is a little bit more cynical than the average moviegoer, but we are now looking for anything to hate on for the MCU. And I'm not trying to defend the MCU, because a lot of it is warranted. But like, everyone talked about the She-Hulk trailer, CGI. That was like, it spread like wildfire. Oh, the CGI sucks. I can't believe I was fucking watching Shrek, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's your opinion. But like, that's the majority of the negativity of what I heard. So I'm like, we are literally trying to find anything at this point because we're annoyed. We're annoyed with the product in a lot of the cases, and it's snowballing. It's a natural reaction. And I do understand it. You know what I mean? But I think at some point we're going to have to pump the brakes and remember, we are starting over. They are developing new characters. They're clearly trying something new with Phase 4. They dealt with delays. Everything's a mess. I think they'll be the first one to say that they probably wish Phase 4 would have went a little differently. But we'll never know that.
mean, yeah. I think a big thing too is they have no overall story or direction, and that's what
I
keeps
agree.
people really excited. Like,
Yes.
oh, the Infinity Stones, when are we going to see another one? Like stuff like that. Yes, you can argue the multiverse, and now with we saw Reed and all this and Professor X and all that, but like, yeah, we just need a direction, and I think that'll help people. I know the rumor is Endgame, and Jeremy, it's Kang. All right, multiverse and
Secret
time travel.
Wars, Kang, multiverse. Like people are saying, well, that's the direction, and I think that's there. Gary and I had this conversation a few times. I mean, Guy, do you feel like there is a little like, do we kind of know where it's going, or is it just us assuming, or do you feel like it's been developed enough to this point in Phase 4? Like what the next Infinity War / Endgame is?
I think we have an idea where it's going. I think obviously Secret War is going to come into play. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how fast or what they're going to do. That's the only thing. Obviously, patience. My defects. That's all I got to
Here's what
say.
would blow my mind, Guy, with what you're saying, right?
Someone says
You
trailer
know
is starting. So
Oh, here. Oh, good. So we know Secret Wars is the big arc, apparently. Rumors, right?
mhm.
What would blow my mind is if we start getting MCU movies and somehow they relate it to a whole other multiverse. So like there's two. The Ultimate and then 616. And we're not
Okay.
aware of it until there's points when we're like, oh, wait, there's two. And the incursion is coming where they are going to come together.
Well, we dropped 616 in Spider-Man, right? With Mysterio.
Yeah.
Right? So that was like was that the first
I
drop
think that was the first.
That was the first drop of 616 when he goes, well, not part of your world. This is the 616. I'm part of my world. Whatever. So that was the whole first drop of it. And was that the first drop of when Fury is really in space hanging out?
I don't know. Oh, there you go. There's
At the
trailer.
end of the movie?
What do you think, Matt?
Which movie was that, Guy?
Spider-Man?
Yes. I think that was at the end. Yeah, my memory is shot at this point. But yes, I think you're
so.
right. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's where they started dropping the stuff in the hints for all of this, right? So,
Mhm.
Yeah, but that was like not real. That was another Mysterio moment. It wasn't real until Spider-Man 3. Not even Loki. Loki is when it became real. Because Mysterio said it and it wasn't true. We were all hyped about it in the trailer, and then in the movie we find out, wait, what? This isn't real. Like it was just
maybe
another.
It was. What was the chance of him
real?
actually? Right. What was the chance of him actually guessing? I don't know if they're just gonna ignore that plot hole or what, but yeah. At the time, it wasn't real. Yeah.
Are we gonna watch this right now?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say. All right. So first off, hit the thumbs up. I know a bunch of people are gonna run and watch the trailer real quick. Hit the thumbs up while you're in here. We're trying to get to 150 likes. I don't know if we are. We're going to do a giveaway if we do.
Uh-oh.
Somebody's saying Gore, it's not looking good. I'm going to see if this thing came out yet. Why don't one of you watch it? And then this way, the other two of us can talk. And then we'll just kind of go like that.
All right. I'm going. I'm going in.
I was ready to press play. I had it all set up.
All right. So it's me and you, Guy. All right, so quickly, here's some of the things. We'll just talk about the trailer real quick. We didn't do like too much spec, but we did this spec in the past, so we'll talk about it real quick.
Yeah.
So in She-Hulk, obviously Abomination is returning, the original actor from Abomination.
Great idea.
Emil Blomich. I mean that's his name in the comics, but I forget the actor's name. So he returns. Titania. They're kind of confirming that the actress confirmed that is her in the trailer. There's some type of weird throwback to her original Titania wrestling roots. Very strange. Looks like Peggy. Somebody said it in the Instagram post. She looks like Peggy Bundy. So that was very interesting. Although Titania is an enormous part of Secret Wars, so don't expect that character to be one and done. That is a character that if you have her first appearance, I would hold on to. Very important for Secret Wars. Frogman, Tim Roth, thank you for Abomination. Frogman, please don't run out and buy that book. If you have it, great. Don't overpay for it. The other thing I noticed, it seems like the Wrecking Crew. Thank you, Tim Stacy. Appreciate you guys. Check out Tim Stacy art. Fantastic artist. Check him out on Instagram.
Thank you for always stopping by, my friend. You're the best. You're the best.
So, and then I saw what seemed to be the Wrecking Crew, or a portion of the Wrecking Crew. That was rumored for the show. We dropped that rumor months, maybe a year ago. And the crowbar is what kind of gave it away. There was somebody with kind of like a ball and chain, which is, if not exactly a ball and chain, it was something a little different, I remember. But the crowbar is what gave it away to me as the Wrecking Crew. So that's another little spec that we dropped. And then the storyline spec, which I dropped about 6 months ago, was She-Hulk Volume 1 from Dan Slott in 2004. It's when she gets recruited by a law office that's going to start representing superheroes. And we'd get Holden Holloway is one of the partners. It's Goodman, Lieber, Kurtzberg, and Holloway. And that Holloway was in the trailer, and he actually says, I want you to head up this division. So that storyline spec that we dropped about 6 months ago has been confirmed. So that was pretty cool to see that come to life on screen. Not a huge spec, but that was kind of the idea where I thought this is the direction that the show would go, and it looks like it did. Are we going to get Mallory Book? Probably, which is like her somebody she's competing against, another lawyer. So that's another cool spec. All first appear in that She-Hulk 1 from 2004 by Dan Slott. That's all I got for She-Hulk. Gary, did you watch the trailer?
Yes, I did.
Okay, Guy, go watch the trailer.
Oh boy.
Can I
Guy,
talk,
go watch the
or
trailer.
do you want to wait?
I didn't watch it yet. So, Guy, go watch the trailer.
All right, I'm going to watch it.
All right. And plus, people are dropping out to watch the trailer. Let me see. Is it
Should
on
I talk about
YouTube
it or
yet?
no?
Oh,
I'm going to tell you right now, without saying anything, I'm reading half of these comments, and I'm like, there are way too many people hating on the MCU right now.
Interesting.
Like this hatred and like, I don't know. I think it's that mob mentality where like people.
It's a snowball effect. Somebody got muted. I don't know.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Yeah.
You can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just reading some of this. Like, I don't know, man. Too many people are hating just to hate now, because I'm reading some of these comments about Gore, and I will say he does not look comic book accurate, but he does not need to.
Okay. So I'm starting to get some positive comments finally. I think somebody said Gemman was in here. What up, Gem? I didn't see your comment. Appreciate you jumping in.
Little more upbeat than I wanted it to be, but
okay. That was my biggest thing going in. I was hoping that it had to be darker than the teaser, but to me, I felt like it really had to be dark. I know Jay, that was his barometer was going to be, if it looked dark, then he would maybe change his tune a little bit. So I'll be interested to see what he has to say.
Jane Foster did something really cool with Mjolnir that you see in the trailer.
So I'm gonna
if you want to go watch it, I can talk to the chat.
No. I'll wait. I got when Guy comes back, I'll run and watch it, and then
I mean, they show the sword. I don't know. I thought it looked fine. I can understand people's disappointment with Gore not looking comic book accurate. However, the alternative that they pulled off is fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Interesting.
But I agree. He with the comic book, people want things comic book accurate.
Right.
How
about while we're waiting, we drop a little teaser on something that Gary and I have been working on?
Yes.
Go ahead. Why don't you take that away? And the link is in the description, just so you know.
Okay. So guys, obviously, so people disagree with me and some people aren't. So that's good. You know what? It's up for discussion. That's what I like. So, there's been well, we've been talking about it. There's a lot of hate on the MCU right now, and some of it very, very deservingly so. I think some of it's a little too much, but some is definitely deserving. So myself, Matt, we're getting Jem involved. We're probably going to get Benny involved, Jay and Guy. What we're working on is a top MCU moments video. We're going to do a live show, but we can't just pick our own. We need you guys to vote. And what we did was we took polls and we asked people favorite MCU moments, and we narrowed it down to 30 MCU moments that there, and you go and vote, guys. You go and vote on your top 5. You get 5 votes. The link is in the description down below. Vote on your top 5 MCU moments. We're going to let this thing run for a week or two and come back with a live show, probably on my channel. And everybody's going to come, Guy, you included. Well, hopefully you can. I know you're a busy guy. But we're going to talk about and do a countdown of the top 10 MCU moments voted on by you guys. Yes, I voted, but I have the same 5 votes you guys do. And we're going to go through them and count them down. And it's going to be just a fun, positive, lighthearted, fun live show. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Guy, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm back. Hi, how you doing?
Good. Use the link in the description. Go vote. You get 5 picks, guys. 5 picks.
We're talking about the voting now?
Yeah. You get 5 picks. We picked 30 out from you. You guys go pick 5.
What'd you think, Gare? We can't talk about it yet. Let's wait for Matt. I know. I tried to mute you guys.
Well, we saw it.
I think I muted.
Just a little too upbeat, but you didn't hear me before, but I think gore doesn't look comic book accurate, but I think it's okay. I actually don't mind.
I see changes though, as we spoke about. So I didn't think that he looked the same every time I saw him.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, and you know, me and Matt were talking about this. What happens if by the end of the movie he's transformed into the gore that we know?
That's what I said in the beginning of this, when I know Jay is very upset about it. And I said, what if they're doing this as the more gods he kills, the more we're going to see what he's going to look like.
He's getting powers. He's changing. Like, come on. Like, come on. I think he looks good. I don't know.
I'm optimistic. And I maybe it's because I'm a Taika Waititi fan, but I don't. The guy hasn't put anything out that I didn't like. So.
I'm going to tell you this right now, and this is what I said to Matt a while ago. If you enjoyed Hela as a villain, and I did, how can you not have optimism that Gore is going to be on that level or 10 times more, because it's the same director, man?
I'm back.
Here he goes. Here we go. That was quick.
Yeah, I mean, it was 2 minutes. So we dropped the list, the votes. We're good. I couldn't hear you guys because I was listening to the
in the description down below. And guys, if you're
how'd you mute? I tried to mute you guys. I think I muted you.
I watched it on my phone and I took my earphones out.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't do that.
So what we're gonna do too, guys?
Hold on 1 second. Somebody take care of the spam in the chat. Somebody boot that, please. Thank you. Go ahead.
We're gonna post everybody on screen and Jay. Oh, not Jay, but because he's on IG muted right now, but an IG break. But we're gonna try to get as many votes as possible to get the most accurate voting. So you're gonna see it on Instagram, you're gonna see it on Twitter, you're gonna see it on YouTube, you're gonna see it on YouTube community pages. We're gonna try to get as many votes from you guys as possible to do this video, because you guys will be the voting and you get to vote for 5. So, you know, Matt and I talked, we kind of know the top 3. We kind of know what the top 3 are going to be. We don't know what order, but we kind of assume what the top 3 are going to be, but that still leaves a lot of room since we're doing a top 10.
Yeah. 100%. So I don't know if did you guys talk about Thor at all or no?
Very, very quickly. We talked about Gore.
So yeah, I mean, that's the big takeaway, right? Everything was kind of like I don't want to say everything was kind of a repeat, but it was like different angles of scenes that we've seen, a little bit more in depth. I was trying to quickly see if there was anything that I caught my eye for, like spec wise. I mean, I got to watch it again. I didn't see anything right off the bat. I think in that trailer, there was like 1 or 2 scenes where I was like, damn, he looks dope. And then 2 other scenes where I was kind of like, not great, but I like the part with the sword. I like when he was in kind of that dark, shadowy kind of deal. Clearly, it had a darker tone than the first teaser trailer. Obviously, it went from light to dark, back to light, back to dark. Oh, it was still overall light, but
not gore scenes.
Right, gore scenes were definitely dark. I'll be curious to see how much of the movie is dark. And I think that's going to be and I don't think we're going to know that until the movie. And I'm okay with that because it's like we keep getting these trailers where it gives away the whole movie. And I still feel like I didn't really see much of the movie, which I'm pretty happy about. I mean, a slap to Guns N' Roses. I don't know. I don't think I got swayed either. I'm happy that we saw gore. It didn't make me like it any less.
Hell no.
It didn't make me really like it anymore. It's kind of what I expected to see. So
I'm feeling better. They showed the sword.
They did show the Necro sword. Whether they call it that, whether they call it the whole black.
Guy and I were just saying, you saw different versions of Gore. You saw him look different. What happens if he starts changing? What if we get the tendrils? What if we get the full-blown Gore by the end of the movie? And he's to change.
He definitely transforms.
Yeah.
It's got to be. He looked different throughout the trailer. I mean,
I think I just think it's gonna be good. I don't know. I'm excited.
Do you think you'll get symbiote type tentacles? I think you do.
I think you will.
Yep.
Even it's at the very end, you're gonna get it.
If they left it out of the trailer, like
can someone put Joey in timeout?
Like Joey, go fuck yourself.
Fuck you, Joey.
I don't know what else to say besides that.
Fuck you, Joey.
I love you, but seriously,
man,
what's wrong with you? I can't. Somebody put this. You know what?
I was going for it, but you might as well.
I don't even know where it is anymore.
Put him in a fucking bench, Mike.
Just get him the fuck out of here. Thank you, BX Boxer.
Man,
I like the trailer. I'm gonna watch it a couple more times. I thought Gore looked fine. Not comic book accurate, but
what would you give the trailer?
What
would you give the trailer as far as like, forget about like just your level of excitement after watching the trailer?
7.
I'm higher than I was.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa.
Bet you were Panama Red.
I'm higher up on Thor than I was, but I was really. I think he looks good. I don't know. There's definitely moments like you said where he doesn't look great.
When he blew the clothes off, you like that, right? Yeah.
That was my favorite part.
I knew it was.
Pants got tight and everything during that scene. Yep.
But I see. Well, give me a grade. Give me a grade.
It's a trailer, so it's hard, man.
Just excitement.
Thor. He's my favorite character in the in Marvel. He's my favorite Marvel character, so it's hard. I'm biased.
That's okay. It's your grade, nobody else's.
I'm gonna say an 8 of excitement, which is higher, probably on par with Doctor Strange. For
the average. Oh, Jay's gave it a 6. Honestly, I thought he would have been a little lower, not much. I think the average is somewhere between a 6 and a 7 from what I'm seeing in the chat. I honestly thought I was going to see a lot of 1s and 2s. I'm not seeing many. I'm seeing overwhelmingly 5, 6, 7, 8s. I'm probably at about a 7.
To see to be more excited, a Gore with tendrils and just looking crazy.
I think that's what people were looking for.
That's what people wanted?
I don't want to see that in the trailer.
I think if I saw a hint of Beta Ray, that would have gave it like an 8 or a 9.
No, I'm glad you don't
come on,
see
they're not going to show that. You know what I mean? Like that's the stuff you don't want to see. You know what I mean? Like I want to leave that for the movie. So I think it gave me enough to say like, yeah, okay, I'm semi excited about the movie. This kind of bolstered that.
All right, so Jay doesn't want a comedy, and unfortunately, you are gonna get that from Taika, right? But I don't think you're gonna get it from Gore, and I think that's important.
I think it'll be less than Ragnarok. It'll be less comedic than Ragnarok.
Well, I don't think your villain's gonna be a comedian, so
that's what I'm saying. I feel like it'll be less comedic,
little lighthearted jokes. Now
but I think that's gonna be all types of absent with
Yeah.
with Bale. I think
I agree.
this is going to be a noticeably less comedic than Ragnarok. I do, and I see what Jay's saying. I'm with that. If I saw Beta Ray Bill, I would have given it a 3. Yeah, because then you're throwing out all the good stuff. I don't know. Well, he doesn't like Beta Ray Bill, so
Really?
yeah, he doesn't like Beta Ray Bill. Calls him Beta Ray bitch. So, was it it's the reaction that I thought I was going to get from the chat. We didn't get blown away. People are still upset, so they want something to they want that ring to grab onto.
I'll tell you, this chat it's a split right now, but
Mhm.
that's
It is.
okay.
But that's a good thing, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
It needed more hippo. The trailer
Well,
did need more hippo.
That would have put it over the edge right there.
See, I think Chinmo has the right mix here. I think it starts off more of a comedy and gets more serious throughout.
You're not gonna start joking as gods start to die. It's not gonna be a comedy throughout. As gods,
somebody has to be positive. Somebody has to be positive in the defects. All right. It's not going to be a comedy throughout. Listen, it's not going to be God of Thunder. A lot of us want it to be that. I don't want to say all of us. A lot of us want it to be that. We want to see that storyline literally taken and dropped onto the screen. It's not going to happen. I would love for it to happen. If you go in thinking that's what's going to happen, you are going to be disappointed. I mean, you got to realize what you're dealing with. Disney owns the MCU. They are going to do things a little differently than maybe you or I would like. We just you either accept that or you don't. Of course, we can complain about it. That's why we have a YouTube channel. That's why there's 200 people in here watching to see if we're going to like it, not going to like it, so people could vent their frustration or talk about their, how they're pleased with it. But like, you got to understand, they're never going to make it like that. You know what I mean? Like, you weren't going to, and what we're going to talk about next is another good example of that. But there wasn't a lot to break. I thought maybe we'd have a little bit more breakdown. I thought maybe they would get something else like spec wise, but we really didn't. So they're just kind of opinion at this point. So anything else to throw out there before we move forward?
No, I've got nothing. I'm excited. We finally got a real trailer though, and we got to see him.
Yep. I mean, it's close. What are we, 2 months away? Less? 7 weeks? I
think they will do the God Bomb.
I think it's an important part of the story.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on, and this is probably not a smart bet to make, but I think I would probably make it, but not for a lot of money. Gore's not done after this movie.
I would put money on that.
I think he is more than one and done.
Yeah.
I do. And the Moon Knight thing that we talked about last week made me believe that even more. I believed it before that, but that made me believe it even more. So I might be wrong, but just call it a gut feeling. Can we get some thumbs up? How about that? How many thumbs up we got, Guy?
It says MCU voting link is closed.
1:30.
Really? Is it really closed? I mean, did we mess this up already?
Well, that didn't take long.
Is it limited number of votes? That would really suck.
That'd be stupid. We'll have to start all over again. Keep an eye out for the poll, guys, when we get...
Yeah, at some point. I mean, literally, I used a free one, so maybe they limit how many votes you could get, which would be kind of weird. Did anybody try to click on it? Did you try to click on it?
Oh no. Let me see. I mean, it's this. I'd be using the same IP, right?
Yep, it's gone.
All right, everyone. Thanks for participating.
Yeah, what the hell? I gotta go look at that. Maybe there was a timer on it or something.
Maybe.
Oh God. This is what happens when you're trying to do everything in the last 20 minutes before the show.
Well, either way, guys, you'll start seeing that. We'll get it out there.
Yeah. All right. The chat has been amazing. You guys have been killing it. I'm trying to read as many as I can, but there's so many comments.
Yeah.
A
lot of
but let's talk
opinions on
about
this.
one more. Well, there's two more, but one of these is interesting. It's just kind of some pictures. Let's talk about this. So some Namor design leaks. Okay. The first two, I don't know if they're real or if there's someone that just kind of did a rendering based on the blurry image. But I could tell you this, the blurry image is real, and I have seen it. Okay? That is the actual design for Namor. That is the official Disney storyboard design. I've seen it without the blur. I saw it a few weeks ago. So, yes, this is, I mean, the left picture and the right picture are kind of a little bit more cartoonish, but that's the style you're going to get.
Is that right
And
one?
I
Is
see
that right one, the one that we both saw?
I don't know. Did you see that one too? Did you get sent that? I don't want to say who, but did you get sent that on IG?
I thought we were all in the same chat, but I think so.
Oh, okay. I only got it individual, so I don't know if you got it separate, but I saw a lot of hate right off the bat. I read a lot of these, and again, I think it's that snowball effect. People were saying that, you know, he's going to have Incan or Aztec or Mayan descent, and they're going to take from that, and people were all pissed off because that's not how it is in the comics. He doesn't look comic accurate. But I said this to Gary today. Did you really think that we were just going to get a dude in a Speedo with weird eyebrows and a crazy haircut? Is that what you really thought we were going to get in the MCU?
I am actually surprised that he's actually like in a bathing suit style. I didn't even think they'd go that far.
Well, I mean, he's in the water. What are they going to do?
Well, I thought it'd be more like Aquaman with like pants and shirt and stuff. Like, I didn't think it'd be this much.
But what the fuck is the middle picture?
I don't know what the middle one is.
That's
going to be more. That's going to be more like ritualistic when they're kind of doing like a celebration or a ceremony or something. I think the one on the left and the one on the right are going to be what you see on a regular basis.
Someone sent that picture on the left today in our chat and said it looks like a mix between Jay and BX Boxer.
I see it now. I do see that now.
It's a mix between Jay and BX Boxer. That's Namor.
Oh my god. I'm trying to. I didn't really get. What is the chat saying? Looks like Aqualad found a partner. Are you guys? I mean, are you upset by? Let's just assume that the left one is going to be the more accurate one. Like, does that bother you?
No, I don't think so. It doesn't bother me.
I mean, I'm a big Namor fan, right? Like, I'm a Namor fan.
Yeah.
This really doesn't bother me. If you told me, like, I don't know, if you told me he was going to have a completely different just take, like if he was going to just be like this goofy character, then yeah, I'd be annoyed. But like, am I annoyed at his costume right here? I mean, dude, he's got a fucking spear. He's rocking some jorts. I don't know what he's rocking, but at least it's not a Speedo.
I'll be honest though, I wouldn't want his origin messed up.
No.
That would bother me.
I don't think they're gonna make him like Mayan but that's clearly like they're going with that kind of feel. I don't think that's gonna be part of his origin. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
So I don't know. This is still. Listen, trust me. The one on the right looks pretty dope. Guy, you've seen it, right? That one looks pretty cool.
The far right?
So, yeah, the far... I can't show it to you guys, but it looks pretty cool. I've seen it. The ones on the left... The one in the middle, forget about that one.
That can't be an option. The one in the middle cannot be an option.
No.
That cannot be an option. Unless... I'm reaching. I am reaching.
How do we know this is real?
This is years ago before Atlantis sinks, and they are in the jungle, and they are all about the, lions and all that, and the animals and the jaguars and this and that. Like, unless they're doing that, but that's me reaching like crazy.
I think so. Somebody asked, how do we know the pictures are real? The left and the right. The left and the right has just been what's circulating. And like I said, I think it's more of a rendering based on the actual picture. The one on the right, I can confirm, is real. Somebody sent it to us, and we know. And it's
funny. And it's funny.
That's all I'm going to say.
And it's funny. The one on the right looks. Thank you. I was just going to say that, Jay. It looks like Tom Cruise. Jay, I swear to God, Jay, we're on the same page. That's hilarious. It looks like
That's
the Tom
great.
Cruise rendering from Superior
fucking
Iron
great.
Man, but Namor now.
Do you
Jay,
think?
Jay, you couldn't be more accurate.
And this is me speculating. This is me reaching. This is me being crazy. Do you think they don't want to make him Atlantean because of Aquaman? And they don't
Why
want
wouldn't
similar
they?
characters
Why
with
wouldn't they?
similar
Why
with
wouldn't
similar
they?
origins and whatnot?
That's dumb.
It's
I
definitely
agree.
possible. They changed Stephen Grant because they didn't want it to be like Bruce Wayne. They actually
See?
said that. So
Is that
don't
something
think that that's not a possibility.
I think it's a mistake, but
Let's not get the hate train really rolling, Gary, because if you start spreading a rumor that Namor is not going to be from Atlantis, people will fucking revolt. Okay?
well, I just read it. That's why I went.
Yeah, I
down
know.
that.
But you said it.
Oh, sorry.
I read it too, and I was like, I ain't touching that one.
Sorry. I'm up.
Oh,
I'm
God.
high on Thor. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I like Gore. I think he looks good. I'm ready. I'm excited for that movie. I'm excited for our top 10 whenever you figure out how to get this voting thing.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. I'm gonna have to look at that again. But guys, come on, let's slow the roll. Let's slow the hate train down. We're getting Namor. Let's just
That's huge. That is
accept that
so important.
and let's see what
We're
happens.
getting a golden age Marvel character.
And then if it's terrible after the fact, then we'll all come here and we'll complain together. We'll get like 300 people in here. We'll all complain, and then nothing will happen about it, but we'll just feel better because we complained about it. All right.
You'll go from Namor to no more.
We got Bor the God Butcher and no more.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do hate.
All right. One more quick, and then we're going to do New Comic Book Day. So this got dropped the same day, I think, as the Daredevil stuff. But I don't know if it's a theory anymore.
Look
they're
how
basically
angry
saying
Don
that
Cheadle is. It's like
secret-
he's watching us right now and
Yeah,
reading the chat. Everyone hating
Don-
the MCU, and that's
Don
the look he's
Cheadle's
giving
so
everyone.
pissed off.
He's like,
he's not happy. He's not
not
happy because you didn't
happy.
laugh at his joke. You didn't laugh at the tank joke. That's why.
but
No,
little
he's not-
does he know
he's
that's
not-
everybody watching him now.
He's
Watching
not
the
happy
MCU.
because like we're all in all these other movies, and he goes, "I get Secret Invasion, really?"
Yeah.
Don't sleep on Secret Invasion. So the news here is basically that it sounds like it's going to be set during the blip. And people were like, well, how is it going to include Nick Fury if he was blipped, right? Or whatever we're calling it. So I think this kind of just goes back to the point of what I've been saying and what this channel's been saying. I think even Gary's been saying. It's like, Skrulls. Buy your Skrull first appearances, because I think this show is going to be like really, I mean, I don't think this is not breaking news, but it's going to be really Skrull heavy. And you might get some characters that you see for the first time as Skrulls, and then we get the character. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know why you're laughing, Gary.
There it is.
Kevin Feige's Skrull, sent from DC to destroy Marvel.
Yeah,
It's
but you would
working.
think DC would be doing better themselves if they're doing this.
For
but-
all
my
all the
God.
talking that Jay's doing, you might as well come on the show, Jay.
I know, seriously. Oh my God, he's doing it from his bed though. That's why.
Yeah.
That's where he
Is
does his
home?
best work.
Did he make it home?
That's what he tells everybody. He does his best work from the bed.
Prove it.
Wow, Gary. Wow. There we go.
Gary's all up on Thor, like high up on Thor, as he says, and now he tells
Yeah,
Jay to
I'm
prove
high
it.
on Thor right now.
Nice.
Yeah, he's high on Thor, and he wants Jay to prove the bed story.
Yeah.
So
That's what happens when Gary goes away from his channel.
That's it.
how do we not have 150 likes with 200 people in chat? Yeah, that's a good question. It takes a lot to go down into the bottom of the screen and click the thumbs up. That's effort.
Michael Sharkey, I actually disagree. I disagree.
What do you say? All right.
Feige knows Black Panther Wakanda will make 1 billion no matter what they do. I disagree.
I don't think that's true. I do not think that's true at all.
I actually think they have an uphill battle with Black Panther.
Well,
I mean, is Doctor Strange 2 going to make $1 billion?
I don't know.
I don't think it's. Well, let me take a look. I mean, this is all right. We'll get off Secret Invasion. I don't think there's much to talk about here.
Thunderhouse making a great point. I love it.
What did he say?
Thor 2,
Clicking
Iron Man
around.
2, Ant-Man 2 were all meh. This is just where the MCU is for this phase.
I agree with that.
Yep.
Definitely
point.
agree with that.
We're 5 away, so you might as well do it.
Frog.
Well- And there you
Hold
go.
on.
It's got 342 million. Doctor Strange. So that is not.
It won't
And
hit
it's
a billion.
and 460 million overseas to date. So it's
It's a stretch to hit a
700
billion.
million. That's not hitting a billion.
I don't think so.
That's not hitting a billion. So I don't see it. I mean, it's been a few weeks now. I don't see them doing another 200 plus, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. What do you got? What are we laughing at now?
Holy shit, that's my mom.
Oh God. Yeah.
Well, we just hit 150 likes, guys.
All right.
Nice.
Well, Gary, I know you said, are you sticking around, or you got to get
No,
out of here?
I gotta go. I gotta go 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
But that's all right.
So
Hopefully,
before we do the giveaway,
people are,
Go ahead.
my leaving moments here. Don't be so negative all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Not you guys, just everyone in general. MCU, every movie that Disney put out has not been the best. They've had lulls, and I think we're in a lull right now. I think Thor looks good. I enjoyed Doctor Strange. I really did. Do I think they missed some stuff? Yeah, a lot of missed opportunities, but I think it was good. I think Thor is going to be pretty good. I'm curious about Black Panther, of course. Says the comic seller. Oh, I can definitely say, let's see. I liked Moon Knight, but I didn't want that. If that makes any sense. I didn't want that. I wanted that gritty show. I wasn't a fan of Falcon Winter Soldier overall. I did like Hawkeye. I loved Wanda. What else? What are we talking about? I did not like the ending of Shang-Chi at all.
Man,
I thought it was horrible.
This has been a decent MCU review from Gary.
Well, like I don't want people to think I love it all, because I don't.
No, and rightfully so. Obviously, you like certain things, and you could think you can have your opinion on what you think should be better, as anyone.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm gonna go watch the trailer again.
There you go. Yeah. So, very Gary, this Thursday, Prestige Night,
Oh, yeah, we're
big
giving,
monster
we're giving this away.
books,
Hold on,
whatnot. Apparently, if you click a link Gary has, you get 10% off.
That's right. It's
$10
in,
off.
you can go check out
$10
any of
off.
my videos. It's in the description down below. But we're gonna give this away Thursday night, and we're gonna start all the auctions off at $1. So
Big books.
Amazing.
Hulk 180, first appearance of Wolverine. Yeah, I fucking said it. That is the first appearance of Wolverine.
180.
It's not the book, but it is the first appearance. There's no doubt about it. You definitely rather have a 181, but that's another story for another day. What else are you auctioning off at $1?
First Green Goblin.
First Green Goblin.
First Craven.
First Silver Age Cap.
First Silver Age Cap. We got the black suit and a 9.8 ASM 252. Those are
Yeah,
just
all
the slab,
graded.
like big books. There's still a ton of
Yeah.
other stuff, but it's
right.
all the way over there.
Well,
I gotta
I'm
go
going to check on that link. We'll see what happens there.
I'm not selling the gore. No, I'm actually going to keep one. I have two. I'm going to keep one for me.
There you go.
9.8. I also
I'll
have,
get
you know,
link.
that Ribic Thor #1 variant, the Ribic one with. I like that book. I have one signed and one unsigned,
nice
both
cover.
9.8. I'm going to keep the blue label for me. I like that.
There you go.
So
All right, Gary. I'm gonna get that link working so we could do the. I don't know what happened. I must maybe
right.
there was a timer on it and I didn't set it correctly. I don't know. I did it last minute, so we'll get that working. We'll get that up and running so we could have our official poll results for the top MCU moments thus far.
yeah,
And that's it.
we
brother.
have the list. We just need you guys to vote on it. We have
to
30.
narrow it down. Yeah.
Top 10. You get 5 votes. Hopefully, we'll see what the new website brings.
Yeah. We'll see. Holy shit. All right, buddy. Thanks for
Okay.
hanging.
Well, thank you guys for having me.
All right,
Thanks,
Gary.
Gary.
We'll talk to you soon.
Jay.
Later.
Jay will be back here next week, I would imagine, right?
Yes, with much more negative thoughts than you. That's what people want to see.
But this is the guy who is high on She-Hulk, so everybody has their opinions.
That is true, right? I mean, that's a very good point. Very good point.
He's high on She-Hulk. So, all right.
All right,
Have a great night.
go check the chickens, Gary.
They're sleeping, man. They're
There you
sleeping.
go.
I did find fox poop near their coop, though. They're marking their territory. They're coming back.
Fox poop. It's a problem.
Jay, my God, I'm sorry. And he's in bed, too. All right. I'm out of here. Have a great night.
Later, dude.
Later, Gary.
Later.
See ya.
Very Gary, everyone. Stick around. We're gonna do in a negative. I'm gonna try to be positive in a negative way. Ciao. Elephant in the room. You're the best. Appreciate it. Can I do a top comic book moments? All this MCU talk has us making my dick soft. Yeah, of course you could do a top comic book moment. Maybe when you show up for the show once in a fucking while.
Wow. Wow.
There you go. How about that? Put it together. We'll work. We'll do it. Jay, put it together. Let's go. I'm ready. I'll contribute.
I think we should do the giveaway before we do New Comic Book Day because I think we should give a little love to all these people hanging out with us tonight.
No, fuck them. We're making them wait.
Wow.
We're making them wait to the end. I don't want them to leave after the giveaway.
I was trying to be nice, guys.
No. Nope.
Maddie said
Let's
you
keep it
gotta
moving.
wait.
Let's talk some comic books. Some New Comic Book Day. It's the New Comic Book Day show.
Oh.
All right? And you know what we do here?
We need some sort of intro for that.
We need an intro here, but it's, it is what it is. It's like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. So the Defects picking their top 10-ish comic books of the week for May 25th, 2022. Picking books based on the story, the cover art, or maybe a little bit of speculation. 3 reasons. Guys, also, comicbookinvest.com. They got that new comic book day pull list from Chris Nelms. Head over. The link's in the description. He's got his breakdown. We got our breakdown. It kind of meshed together. He does the variants. We're talking first appearances. So you're all encompassed. You got all the information you need for New Comic Book Day, week in, week out. So without further ado, let's get into some books. So Jay does have some books here. And as you know, Guy.
Yeah, as
every
I
week,
know.
Every week begins with Jay.
Every week
So,
begins with Jay.
Jay has 2 picks, and one is I'm going to take the first one, and you're going to take the second one because I think there's good reason for both. All right, and you'll
Really?
kind of we didn't talk about this. We didn't talk about this before,
Okay.
but you'll get it. So the first one
Ooh.
from Jay is Punisher #3 from Marvel. Okay, so clearly, I mean, it's the Punisher. I had to do this one, and you're going to do the other one, and you'll see why.
Yeah, sure.
So, guys, in this issue, we get the origin of another origin of Punisher, but also his first kill. That is pretty cool. Excited about that. I know Jay's excited about that.
Because we need
I know
another
this is a
origin
throne
story
cover,
for the
guy.
Punisher. It is a throne cover.
I know it's a throne cover, but the other one didn't make sense for me. This one made more sense for me. So the other one makes sense for you too. Okay.
And we really need another origin of the fucking Punisher.
True. That's a good point.
And let's throw this out there. Frog Brawler came in. What the hell is that background behind, Guy? By the way, it is the 2022 champions of Italy, AC Milan. The Scudetto
Forza
has
Milan.
come home to AC Sempre Milan. Okay, that's all I have to say. So if you don't know, you don't know. If you do, yeah. Sorry, that was my rant for soccer. So there you go.
So Jay's saying we never got a childhood origin story for Punisher. So there you go.
Oh, thanks, Jay.
Jay's excited. Jay's excited about this one. Yeah, I mean, he's happy about. I mean, finally, we came to something that he's actually looking forward to on this show. Appreciate you, bro. We love you, Guy Forge.
Well, we're gonna go with my pick of this week. This is strictly a cover buy on this one, Defects. Who doesn't love walking off with an exploding fireball behind you? I mean, who doesn't love that? This gives off like those Desperado vibes, if you know what I'm talking about. Only thing missing from this cover, is Salma Hayek walking right next to him. So I got to get in touch with the Todd father and see if he can make like a variant and make that happen. So.
Yo, Jay, that's what happens. You shit all over the
No,
MCU guy.
I didn't
shits
shit
right
on your
back.
Punisher. I've been fucking putting your comments up all night, so shut the fuck up. You're in your bed, relax.
He's
Shit
gonna
on your
take an
Punisher.
amber. He's gonna take an amber turd in your bed if you don't
The
stop
fuck
shitting
outta
on the
here.
MCU. Matt Forge, strictly story pick for me. I've been digging Moon Knight, and I had to pick Moon Knight because at least this is a Moon Knight we can enjoy, other than not like the Disney Plus show. Looks like Moon Knight and Hunter's Moon are gonna be working together in this issue, possibly, or maybe there's a foreshadow for the next issue. I've loved this story. Jed MacKay killing it, knocking it out of the park. This has been entertaining since issue 1. Let's keep going. If you're not reading this, please read it. It's a really good story. One of the more solid stories Marvel's got going on right now. Because let's be honest here, okay? Marvel Comics ain't what they used to be either. All right, so it ain't just the MCU. It's everything. All right, so if we're gonna throw hate, we need to throw hate on some Marvel and DC Comics as well, because they ain't getting it all right either. It ain't like the old days. Now, here's Jay's second pick, and clearly, Guy Forge, we got a cover pick here, so take it away for us.
Well, we got Deathstroke Inc. number 9 from DC Comics. It is the Chew variant, and Jay probably picked it because he'd like to chew on that. So,
fantastic cover. Chew absolutely murdered it. I mean, the perspective on this is great. Almost looks like it's popping. I mean, clearly something's popping there, but the detail on this is fantastic. So, Jay, if you're in there and I missed any other reason why you threw this up this week, please let us know. But fantastic cover pick this week. See, everyone's saying I chew on that. There you go.
There you go.
Guy Forge.
Yeah, coming in with Devil's Reign Omega number 1 for my second pick, guys. This I can't get past this cover. I went by looking at different books last week, and I kept going back to this one. I think I did it again. I mean, this cover is badass. Let me. Electric can tie me up anytime. Okay, look at her. Look what she's doing there. That's all I got to say about that.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I was actually going to pick this as well. So yeah, this is one that I want to read as well. Speaking of something I read, a few weeks back or maybe a month back, I think one of us picked this. I might have picked it, or maybe it was in the honorable mention for Bloodstained Teeth number 1. I was able to read that. Really, really enjoyed it. Vampires, I get it, but it's a different take on a vampire comic book story. I think you guys are going to enjoy this. From Image Comics. Try to pick up number 1 if you haven't. I'm looking forward to number 2. The art is a little wonky, but the story makes up for it big time. It's a fresh take. It's vampires are known. They're out there. There's purebreds. They call them, I can't remember exactly what to call them. Ones that have born that way, ones that have have been turned, and you're not, and it's against their kind of rules now to turn more humans into vampires. They're all over social media. They're underground, like biting humans to make them vampires so they could have longer lives, and they're posting about it on social media. It's a really interesting take, and it was well written, really cool story. It had me wanting issue 2 right away. Check this out if you haven't seen it yet. If you're a vampire fan, you got to read it, and if you're not, it's pretty cool. This is one of the better Image been really doing some good comics, and this is one of the better ones of this year so far. So check this out. Yeah, the artist. Yeah, so Dad Bod saying the same thing. Who else read this? A couple other people were saying. Another cool story is Little Monsters. Yeah, Little Monsters was very good by Dustin Nguyen and Jeff Lemire. I think I talked about that one as well. I actually like this one a little bit better than Little Monsters. All right, Guy, we got a bunch of honorable mentions this week, so some keys that you may want to be on the lookout for.
Yeah, you got Action Comics 1043 coming out from DC. This is the first appearance of Mongol 1. Break the walls down. Look at Superman in there, guys.
Yeah, that's cool. Cool cover.
Yeah, and then you got Batman Beyond the White Knight, number 3 from DC. That 1-in-25 win is pretty cool. There's some crazy shit going on in that cover. But you got Duke Thomas becomes Robin in this issue.
That 1-in-25, yeah. Really, Really cool cover. I think this is a good book. I think this might be, if you're just looking for a spec, this might be the book to grab.
Then you got DC versus Vampires, Hunters #1 from DC Comics, obviously. Damian Wayne featured as the Vampire Hunter, so maybe he's getting a little, talking from Buffy.
From the buff?
Yeah, who knows? Vampire Slayer, you never know what happens over there.
A lot of vampires this week.
Teen Titans Academy #15. This closes it out, Defects. The legacy continues, but you know what? Who knows? This is the final issue. So
this was a good run.
Then you got the Turtles. The Turtles coming through. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #129 from IDW. First appearance of Sluggety. I don't know what the hell's going on in that cover, but looks like
cover appearance, maybe.
I don't know. He's got some head coming out of his arm. I don't know what the fuck's going. He has 2 heads. I don't know what the heck's going on. I really don't. I don't get it.
I think he's just on his shoulder. I mean, that's what I think.
He's on.
I don't know.
Oh, the slug guy's on his shoulder. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it now. All right.
Oh, I get it. Guys, stick around. Giveaway coming in hot.
Yo, Hulk #7 from Marvel. Debut of Iron Man Celestial Hulkbuster armor. So there's a lot going on right there. And this is going to be fun. You got Legion of X #1. You got first appearance of a weaponless Zen. First appearance of Aura Serrata. First appearance of Mother Righteous. First appearance of Skinjacker. Sounds disgusting. And first appearance of... First appearance, is that really the name?
Yep. And either that or Jay's just fucking with you tonight.
Yeah. First appearance of Foreskinner.
So we got Skinjacker and Foreskinner.
Wow.
I have no idea. This was an interesting comment because Michael the Beaks Benson usually is very optimistic about the MCU. And if he's telling you that he hasn't been wowed in a while by the MCU, that's got to be telling you something. So, I get it. I get it, guys.
First appearance of Foreskinner.
That's all you got to know. Key of the week, Foreskinner.
Spider-Man 2099 Exodus #1. That Lashley variant's giving a little throwback feel to it, honestly, with that border. First appearance of Winter Soldier 2099, known as Winter Soldier 13.
All right, guys. That wraps up the New Comic Book Day show. Again, the link is in the description for the New Comic Book Day pull list from Chris Nelms over at comicbookinvest.com. And we'll be back next Monday with more New Comic Book Day show. So
your Italian came out at that point.
You were like, right?
You said the link is in the description. In the description.
In the description. Oh, he meant in the comics. All right. I hear that too, though. Yeah, I mean, it's valid. I mean, it's all around. I think people are disappointed in more than just the MCU. I think people are disappointed in the comics as well. So I don't think we should be too surprised. We're all getting a little old here.
Hold on. So Jay, was it true? Is it the first appearance of the Foreskinner, or is that you just?
I would love to know if he really was fucking with you or not, because I really don't know. He made the notes this week.
Dude, it's like Ron Burgundy. I read whatever's on the teleprompter.
Let me tell you something. If Jay did that on purpose, I honestly would be like, yeah, he fucked with you.
Look, that's awesome.
Oh, he's saying not a joke? I don't know if it was a joke. I think it was a joke. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I think he was.
I don't know.
I think he was.
Either way, I asked before I read it. So.
Oh my god! All right, we're gonna do a giveaway right now.
Yeah, they
Guy,
deserve it.
You want to tell them about this giveaway, how we won it, and what it is?
So we were on Nearing Nerdvana, and we had a nice trivia show, and we just happened to win the whole fucking thing. I don't think we lost a round. We did pretty well. It was nice to hang out with the girls and shoot the shit. We're going to have them on our show, and we're going to have a nice trivia show and it's going to be hosted by the one and only Very Gary. So can't wait for you guys to see that. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be funny as hell. So you Defects will do a little advertising beforehand, so you know when we're doing it. But it's going to be a ball. We got a lot of things planned for it, honestly. So, but we did win, and we did win a giveaway from them, from Anthony over at Bird City and Laura. And Matt, the giveaway was what?
So we did win some books. And I think we're going to kind of keep those, not for nothing. But the big prize, the grand prize, was 50% off one order at their store. Okay.
Guys, 50% off. Not 15, 50. We're going to give this away to someone in the chat tonight.
Yes, we are.
I mean, that's bonkers. You're gonna get a gift code to get 50% off from Bird City Comics off of your order. I mean, that's crazy.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, 50%. 500%? No, just 50. No. They would owe you money then. Deep dive. 50% is sweet. 50% is sweet. That's a good number. So obviously, we're not going to tell you the code. We're going to give it to the winner privately because it's a one-time use. So use it wisely. But before we do the giveaway, I'm going to give you a hint at what it is so you can start thinking about it. It is going to be comic book related. That is from my man, DeButcha. But it is going to be related to a comic book on one of the news articles that we talked about. Okay? So remember, back to the 4 or 5 things that we talked about, and it has something to do with a comic book. All right? On one of those shows. Now, we keep saying, where are the defects going to be next? Where are the defects going to be next? Well, this is where we're going to be next. BX Comic Book Show, BronxCon, June 11th, 478 East Tremont Avenue, Bronx, the boogie down. Guys, come hang with us. I don't think Guy's going to make it. Maybe he can. It's closer, so maybe he makes it. I don't know. But me and Jay will definitely be there. We're going to be hanging out. Apparently, we're judging a cosplay contest, so what could go wrong? I feel like a lot. Lone Wolf Comics putting on a fucking great show here. You can see right in the middle there, of course, the New York Warriors are featured at this show. This is going to be fun. So if you're in the area, June 11th, come hang, come see us, come say what up. We're probably doing a live stream again. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I can't wait for this one. Cosplay contest. That's all I got to say. Keep your money in your sock. I feel like that should be the name, like kind of the theme of the show, Jay. Oh, God. All right. Giveaway time. So I'm going to put in the private chat for Guy. And I'm going to do a start line. Good thing I didn't type it in the regular chat. It is going to be what we see first. I don't care what you see first. It's what we see first. That's all that matters. So
just get ready, boys and girls. Come on. This is an awesome giveaway. I hope you guys are happy that, we're passing this along to you guys. Jay, you're not in the contest, Jay. Sorry.
You are not in. You've been excluded.
But we do this for you. So.
Yep. So, She-Hulk. We're talking She-Hulk right now. We're talking She-Hulk comics. And the reason I picked She-Hulk comics is because Jay was excited about the She-Hulk series because it was comic book accurate in his opinion from what we've seen so far. And I agree. So, I'm going to need, wait for the start line. I'm going to need the year that the first She-Hulk, Savage She-Hulk comic book, Savage She-Hulk #1, the cover date for that comic. I'm going to need the year on that.
Wait for the starting line. Let's go.
What year did Savage She-Hulk #1 come out?
I got a winner.
Is that what you see?
I got a winner. That's what I see. Wow.
Got Kieran, Paradise Comics. It was printed in 1979, but it came out February 1980. Comics in my veins. You are correct, my friend.
Congratulations.
The cover date.
Congratulations.
So,
that's
hit
a
us
sick,
up.
sick win.
Hit us up either on IG or pressabledefects@gmail.com, and we will give you the code and use it wisely. Hopefully you get something nice. You're gonna have to post somewhere or send us a picture of what you buy. Shout out Bird City Comics. Appreciate you doing that for us. We said we were going to pass it on to you guys, and they were happy about that. So there you go. All right, Guy. I think we're done. You got anything to say before we get out of here?
No, listen, we had over 200 people chilling with us tonight, so thank you guys. It's always a pleasure doing these shows. It's always fun when everybody shows up and chills with us. And the chat was extremely active tonight, so it just shows that you are engaged in what we are doing. That means we're doing something right. So thank you again. We love you, Defects.
That we do. Guys, remember, podcasts out there. Check it out every week. If you can't watch the whole show, it's a long format. It's a great place to go and just listen to it while you're driving. It's broken up into New Comic Book Day and usually if the segment is short enough and it's concise enough and we kind of keep it around what the segment is, we put that out there too. Spotify, Apple, Google, Audible, every basically podcast platform. Just search Pressable Defects and you'll find us. Check it out. Listen to us. You don't have to look at our faces. And when you do it that way, it's a lot better, I feel like. What else? Next Monday, we're going to be back. Jay will be back. I don't know what we're going to do. I think we're going to plan something fun. Maybe we'll do a fun show. Maybe we'll do, I don't know. We got a couple things coming up, so we have to plan it out a little better. What else? BronxCon, we talked about that. June 11th, come hang. And that's it. Hit that thumbs up if you can on your way out the door. We're going to play a little Eva for all the super chats that we got. If you're new,
little thank you to Michael.
Hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, Jay. Guy.
Yeah, Mike the Beast. Great show, fellas. Love all the talks in the chat. So thank you, Mike. I know Maddie, finish up.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Hang around, get more content like this, or just see what other idiotic shit that we're going to say every week. I mean, some people just come to see, they just don't like us. They just want to see us fuck up so they can give us a thumbs down. I mean, hey, what are you going to do?
Either way,
down, it fuels the hate tank. That's why Jay is so hateful. That every thumbs up we get, Jay like absorbs it, and he just continues. The hate tank continues to fill.
Black Panther.
Yeah, there you go.
So either way, guys, tell your friends, share it with your friends. We took a little bit of a lull on subscribers, so you know what? We're still making that push for 7,000. So we're gonna do a huge giveaway show on 7,000. Let's just put it that way. So if you can share it with if you can share it with your friends and get us up there, do it. Do it. Let's go.
All right, Defects, you guys are the best. You remember, next Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, Monday Night Live, we'll be back. Come hang. All right, boys and girls. I'm going to let you guys get a little kiss goodnight from Eva. Later, Defects.
All right, Defects. It's time to turn it up a little. I think you guys have been playing it nice lately. We need to get a little raunchy. What do you think? Can Batgirl handle that? I just wanted to let you guys know you are hot shit. Keep doing what you're doing, because I love it. And Defects fans, you're hot shit as well.